Buckle. Hey, man. Hey, I'm here. Makes love to queers, and Whoopi looks like a fucking steer. How we doing? Look at that shirt.
You know, hey.
I just want to rip on this shirt right off the bat.
It's from the hottest clothier in the world.
Did you? Who? Clothier?
Yeah, Amazon.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe
that's where
you made that
That's
yourself.
where I got my drip.
Yeah, that's how I do most of my purchases, too.
Not
You
like
believe
what
this
you
fucking
think.
guy? This guy loses 11 pounds and suddenly he's judging everybody physically.
I thought you were looking svelte.
11 pounds, huh?
Isn't that what
In
it
the
is?
face?
No, I'm like 30 pounds, but either way.
Wow.
11 pounds.
all from the
That's
jowl?
insulting. 11 pounds. 3 months, I've lost 11 pounds. Wow. I've lost it all in the face.
Actually, that's
It's
the
just
one
the
place I
beard,
don't see
really.
you've lost any.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the only place that looks
No, I
thinner
see
to
it
me.
in the gut.
Really?
Oh, I definitely see it in the gut.
Well, my
And
shirts fit.
and your pants are a little baggier.
Yeah, those were super baggy earlier when your dick was out.
Was my dick out?
Yeah, it's like the zipper doesn't even have enough to hold up. It just gave up.
God
Well,
damn,
he's
man.
lost 11 pounds. But for some odd...
30!
When
11 kilograms.
When you
God
lose
damn
a
it.
lot of weight, the dick gets bigger. It just does.
I think I got to lose 120.
Whoa.
It's not getting bigger
120,
yet.
120. I don't know. I don't ever look at it. It's depressing. I just go on with my merry way. So you bought that shirt on Amazon, huh?
Hells yeah.
What's funny is we had
My hot fits.
the big graduation this week for Anton.
Oh, yeah, I
Congratulations, big guy.
Mama fucking it up
Never
with her
gonna
stripes.
watch this show. Never should he watch this show. He doesn't.
We need all the listeners.
He does not need to know this side of his stepfather. All right.
I think he's
But-
got a clue.
I don't think he does. I think he's got a little bit, but not
Well,
much.
actually, I think what would happen if he watched this show,
Uh-huh.
when I came over, he'd lock himself in his room and say, I don't want to be anywhere near that guy.
Dude, he's been around you so long, he just thinks you're normal. That's what's fucked up.
Maybe
He's
you could be
wondering why
right.
everyone else is so quiet all the time with no swears.
But anyways, I went online to Amazon and got an outfit in less than 5 minutes. All right, click, click. You fucking horrible species. You women. All right. You got to claim them all. I know you might not be this type, even though you maybe are.
If you're about to go on about sizes, I'm on your
No,
side.
not sizes. She went 2 weeks just stressing out over what she was going to wear, looking at 1 million stores. We went to 1 million store, everything.
And she chose to explicitly clash with everyone else.
Well, I don't think she was going for everything else. She didn't know what I was wearing until the day before. It's not like I tell her anything.
I'm just saying there were 2 plaids and 1 stripes.
Well, I'm a plaid guy.
Well,
And by the way,
striped gal.
for any of those people out there listening that have intelligence, I realize we're all the same species. He was gender. Gender was the word he was looking for,
Nah,
not species.
It's harder for women. Have you
Gender
ever?
is a choice, sir.
That's right.
All right.
You got me there.
Gender is a choice. Species, you got no fucking, and I feel like men and women are different species. I think we're going to, we're totally different.
You're discounting the stress of women's shopping. So, like, I must have ordered
The stress.
150 pieces from Amazon and other places, including
Uh-huh.
swimsuits from a big vacay that I went on. And I probably sent 80% of them back.
Have you ever bought sex toys on Amazon?
Because a 14XL is not a 14XL is not a 14XL.
Well,
Oh, yeah, we do know that.
you know what I'm saying?
No, Fatty's got it hard.
I mean 14Xs.
and I've got,
from
like-
China.
I've got like a lot of stuff that was free of charge from Jason here to prove that that's right, because he ordered a jersey. It didn't fit. I got it. He ordered shoes for Anton. They didn't fit. I got them.
Sweet.
You know, so it's working out
When
for
you
me.
miss the window, you get gifts instead.
You know, it's funny. I was at Gabriel Brothers, and women are a pain in the ass to shop with.
Gabe's.
But it's just called Gabe's
Just
now.
Gabe's.
Yeah, this was like the 5th place we went, and we're in the section, and Carmen's looking at it, and I'm not paying any attention. I'm just with my wife. I'm like, isn't this the section for fatties? I said it pretty loud. This lady right here heard me, and she gave me the death look.
Did she? Was she fat?
Of course she was fat. She was shopping in the fat section, and then my wife gave me the death look, and then at this point now I'm mad because I'm going, wait a minute, does she not know she's fat? Am I pointing out something she hasn't heard before?
She's in women's
She's
plus.
in the fat section. I'm not saying anything we don't know. Hey, I'm fat. I can say it. I know that in order to get something that fits me, I got to go to the fat section. I can't go to the regular section just like this chubby bitch. So don't be fucking getting pissy at me because you obviously don't own a fucking mirror.
I thought where you were going to go with it is that Carmen, that she was going to say, yeah, I have to shop over here to get my size because that's how fucked up sizing is.
Nah,
There are stores where she's a triple XL.
She was in the last rack of the normals. And
it's even harder.
And I was standing in the fatty section as well as
She doesn't
these two
even have
other
any tits. She doesn't know what it's
ladies.
like. I take it all back. I'm not on her side
In the last
anymore.
section of the normals, you should have been like, honey, after you're done, go get some butter to squeeze into those fucking pants that you ain't going to be able to squeeze into.
I told you can't shop over here.
Yeah.
I give you a break. You're fucking shopping for fat women's clothes at Gabriel Brothers. You have no pride. All right, it's
Easy.
done. Like any chance you ever had of being a fucking decent human was out the fucking
Where is
window
the
with
moo-moo
floral
section?
patterns.
Where's the moo-moo section? I like my clothes to fit
And
loose.
just walking through Gabe's compared to like another consignment kind of place like a TJ Maxx is such a difference because TJ Maxx actually has brand names.
Yeah.
And over there in Gabe's, everything's like this weird floral pattern or like it's where lunch ladies
Fat
go
women
to shop.
None of the
Fat
patterns
women wear a
ever
lot of floral
match
patterns.
I know,
either.
why
They're,
is
like,
that?
Diagonal.
I guess they blend in.
I think it reminds them of fruit. They
like-
think
it's like
they don't even look at a
camouflage.
floral. They just like look cherry.
I bought some real nice
strawberry.
Delta Burke brand bras there once.
What?
Yeah, I
Delta
thought it was.
Burke
Yeah,
brand?
I was like Delta Burke. I'm in. You got me. You got
Delta
me.
Burke? Are they made out of
They're
bark?
made out of big titties.
I got a bra made out of titties. It's just a titty skin
I'd
bra.
take it.
I wonder how that would work.
I
You know-
need like 8 titties to get around.
You got some pretty
titties.
big titties. We've talked about this.
I know.
You have?
It's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Well, I
They're the
think
first thing to go when I lose weight. I've
Yeah,
also been
they're
hitting
smaller
the gym.
now.
You can't tell because I'm gaining muscle mass. There's a
Oh,
machine.
you're gaining muscle
There's a
mass.
machine at my gym and it tells me why I'm not losing weight, and it's because I'm gaining so much muscle mass.
That machine is programmed to keep you going to the fucking gym.
That
That's
machine,
what it's doing.
That machine's
Hey,
a
a lot.
fucking
I'm
liar.
not
It can't go like, hey, yeah, you're looking good, because then you'll stop coming to the gym.
I've been swimming, guys. You haven't
Swimming?
You haven't even heard about sexy until you've seen me swim at the gym. Have you? Okay, close your eyes and imagine a 1920s men's swimsuit
Okay.
with the shorts. Basically, the Bronze Boys singlet. That's what I'm wearing.
You're wearing a singlet?
Yeah, and then also with my swim cap on and no glasses. Oh,
You look
man.
horrendous.
Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot.
Those swim caps that cover everything, where you look like a penis on the
Imagine
top.
her looking like Jim Carrey coming out of that rhino's asshole.
But-
Except put
but
a skin cap
smooth.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, smooth. But the swimsuit, I think, is
What
what
are
gets
you
me
doing?
when I walk by.
What are you doing, laps?
Yeah, I'm doing my life. Hey, I got my device here. I swam 900 yards last week.
What's in this?
Mountain
about
Dew.
it.
What is in that?
Artificial sweeteners.
What
don't
is in
mean
that?
anything.
That you're drinking a gallon of Mountain Dew.
This is my
you basically
weekly Mountain Dew.
bullshit.
Weekly, my
Daily.
ass.
I don't even have soda in my house.
You spend that much time at the gym and then wash it away in one gulp.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I do it.
Switch to Diet Mountain Dew at least.
No, because you know
You'll
what?
switch.
It's part of the news, but I was going to skip it, and I'll just tell you that the World Health Organization has proven
Liars.
that diet
Bats did it.
shit doesn't help, and you should not do it or
What do
eat
you mean
it.
diet shit don't help?
Sugar substitutes.
They don't help.
No.
Many
they
have
don't.
been. I've seen many people lose weight.
They
switching.
actually make you more hungry.
Hungry's
Science brain tests have
yeah,
proven
but then
it.
you have to have the self-control to say, don't eat
Yeah,
more,
yeah.
fat ass.
exactly. They make you more.
Well, how come it's okay to be weak like that, but I can't have my Mountain Dews?
You're a
Well,
weak
I mean,
bitch.
don't-
It's fine. I have no problem with you being a weak bitch.
I
Let's
didn't
just all
even get
on
the
the point.
Coney this week. I usually get a Coney just to cover going to want to get the Mountain Dew in the styrofoam cup.
You just feel better? What? Because of the styrofoam? You
I
fucking
feel like
hippie?
it makes me look less stupid for the salesperson, but today I was like, you know
Wait a minute.
what?
Are you upset because of the environmental factor?
No. Sometimes I want a styrofoam
Birds
cup.
could choke on
I'm
that,
a human. I'm
Yeah.
in charge. I recycle. I deserve it.
I'd shove that straight up a fucking walrus's ass until it dies.
too. Yeah, and he would die, too. I
And
think.
not feel bad about it all.
I'm
Hey, we
not
got a
gonna
little
reuse
guest
it.
that's going to stop by real quick. You guys want to check him out?
Oh, I read
Yeah.
about that. I
We'll,
read
we'll,
about that.
we'll
I
see
saw
how
the
this
press.
goes. This is Mr. Bert. He came by a while ago.
Hasn't been here a while.
Yeah, now he's just going to do these. So we'll see how it goes. Hey there, it's Mr. Bert. I just got back from visiting my family in Paducah, Kentucky. Spent a lovely couple days with my pa and my brother Slow Sam. Sam and I shot toads at the pond just like the old days with our BB guns. Shot those little sons of bitches right in the face. Then afterwards, Slow Sam always tries to eat them. I tell him no, but he just don't listen, you know what I mean? We also got to visit my Uncle Randy. You know, he took us to the shame shack that he used to lock us in when we were little boys, you know? He loved locking those little kids in the closet for hours upon hours. It's so dark in there, but we all know all you have to do. He sticks his little serpent through that hole, and if you suck on that snake long enough, it'll spit right in your face. And as soon as it spits in your face, magically the door pops right up. It's fucking weird. I don't know what it is, but it works every time. I think it's magic. Some say it's just weird. I don't know. Anyhow, at the end of the day, we all sat around like normal. We got in our underwear and we watched our movies. We shared a bucket of sardines. It was a lovely time. Let me tell you about these movies. First up, we got The Woman King. Now I know what you're thinking. This is obviously a work of fiction because we know women are too weak and will get emotional about a wet fart. So there's no way they can be kings. You know what I mean? It's true, but apparently there was like a glitch in the Matrix back in the old time of days because this is actually a true story. Now it makes sense the ladies are black because we know no white bitch has taken over anything besides a PTO meeting. Once you get over the fact that the women aren't inferior in this film, which is weird, I know, but you know, it's a movie. It's an actually pretty damn good movie, so go ahead, check out The Woman King. Next up, The Cocaine Bear. Now let me tell you about this. My old roommate, Kyle, well, he used to date a young man that we referred to as the Cocaine Bear. Kyle said he spent way too much time in the bathroom and got a nosebleed every time he farted. I don't know what it was, but as far as the movie goes, skip it. Pile of shit. Last up, Air, directed by Ben Affleck. The problem with dudes with big dicks is they think we care about anything they do. Just because you can make J-Lo scream like a dying coyote doesn't mean I care about your stupid little sneaker movie. No one wants to see Fat Matt Damon pitching shoes made by Chinese children in sweatshops. You're better off jerking your gopher to old reruns of Full House. You know what I mean? All right, pickle lickers, that's it for Mr. Bert. Until next time, like I always say, you should save room for another wiener. Ta-ta. Hey, there's Mr. Bert, guys. He came by for a movie review. We'll see him every once in a while.
God, that just resembled somebody. Had a lot to do with somebody.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either.
I'm hungry for hot dogs now.
That hot dog looked delicious.
I skipped the coney.
A nice cold hot dog just waving around.
Oh, gosh.
Mr. Bert. All right. Now I want to get back to somebody else.
Paducah, huh?
He
was from Paducah, huh?
He's from Paducah. I heard he used to be a...
God, I know people.
Was he the roadie for Paducah Hookah?
No. I know lots of Paducah references.
Wow. Friendship's lost.
Him and his roommate, Kyle.
We all need a Kyle.
Well, you do if you want to go to a PTO meeting.
Why did you think PTO is the wrong word?
Because you're thinking PTA.
No, I'm not. I'm totally thinking PTO. I don't know what a PTA is.
Parent-Teacher Association, Parent-Teacher Organization.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's PTO on the east side.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I've never heard PTA until you just said it.
Mine
but I guess
too.
that's a thing too.
One of the big, huge song that the girls used to sing, the Harper Valley PTA.
No, that's YMCA.
Oh no, they're both things.
Come on, that was an Indian and a fucking construction worker. They sung about the YMCA.
I've always known it as PTA.
Well, you're an idiot. So
yeah,
must be some.
But I like that you
shit.
instantly thought I was an idiot. We'll just agree we're both idiots.
PTO meeting.
Well,
that
not
you're
me,
super
Mr.
defensive
Bert.
about it is the weird part.
I'm just still a little bit shocked. There's just
You felt
resemblances of somebody we might have.
I don't see where the resemblance is.
Did you feel an attraction to Mr. Bert? Is that why?
I liked his glasses a lot.
His
I'm not gonna lie.
caftan was very nice.
He left them here. There are some nice glasses. So.
Oh, they're mushrooms even.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell.
You can't tell with the
that's
reflection
why they're
going on.
So he's just total hippie, this guy.
You never know what this guy's going to do. He's a wild man.
He's wearing an
He looks
afro.
like he
He's got
wears
an afro
skin to me.
and a dashiki.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that wears dashiki, so
I don't
know how you
either.
can say it reminds
Is that
you of
what it is?
anybody.
I thought they were caftan.
Well, for those of you that live
Moo-moo?
where you live,
Moo-moo?
they call it a caftan.
He told me
They
he's
might-
pansexual. Everybody thinks he's gay. He said he will fuck anything. Anything.
Wow.
All right, yeah, no goats, anything.
You know, there's
too many choices.
There's too many words to describe that.
What?
There's pansexual, and then isn't asexual the same thing?
No, asexual means no sex for me, thank you.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Somebody told me about a kid that was
skip it.
pansexual, and I thought that was weird just because.
Why are you anything
I just
sexual?
didn't think I'd even know it, but I guess people just grow up so much quicker. I mean, like 12 years old. What, a 12-year-old? I don't know. I guess.
Depends.
I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a totally different world.
nephew, and he doesn't fucking know anything.
Yeah, well, maybe he's
I
just an
told him
idiot.
everything on the internet is there forever, and he laughed in my face and says, "You don't know what you're talking about."
But pansexual is just another way of saying bisexual, isn't it?
No, because bisexuals aren't necessarily into trans, and I mean, pansexual is just you're into things.
Anything.
Like, anything.
Like I fuck.
Like
you know
that
what I mean?
bottle. I'm sexually attracted to that bottle, and I'm gonna fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like if I knew a pansexual, an adult, I'd buy him a shirt that just says "I fuck." Because that's the truth. They just fuck anything.
I don't know. I guess I just...
That fellow we work with that wears the skirt, he identifies as a pansexual.
Well, I mean, I get it totally, but to me, it was just be bisexual. You do...
I get what you're saying.
Like a hat on a hat?
Yeah, it seems like an extra term for me, too.
It does.
I mean, because maybe the pan because the they factor. Back in the day, you didn't have the they factor. Now you got the they. I actually wanted to call that out at graduation, or they were like, to the parents of all the men and women there, and I just wanted to stand up. What about the theys? What about them?
Well, see, isn't bisexual now kind of an outdated term because there are so many genders, and to imply that there are only two
are there that many genders?
That's what I mean. I think
no,
it's
because if you're a trans,
I think there's 172.
If you're trans, you're identifying as one of the genders.
One or the other, yeah.
One of the two.
But that in itself makes you a different, separate category.
What did you just say? There's 172 genders?
At least.
No, see, that's bullshit.
I've worked hard to get 3. I've worked hard to get 3. All right. I'll go girl, guy, they. That's fine. I'll go girl, guy, they.
Yeah.
Whatever,
you're not
non-binary,
breaking down the flavors
whatever you want to call it.
Of they.
But how do we get to the 4 and the 5 and the 6?
I don't know.
Well, at this point, what are we doing?
Well, no, because if you...
It's just my impression from all the left-wing media.
Let's say you decided...
You
woke up and decided you were trans, and you started taking testosterone, and you transformed yourself into a man. Transitioned yourself into a man.
I got what it takes to be a
The whole
guy.
point is, if I was to sleep
That's
with
what
you...
you did to testosterone.
Despite
if I was to sleep with
my
you...
personality.
I would then be bisexual, because I'd be sleeping with a man.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. That's why I can only
No,
really
I think
see...
it still makes you gay.
Well, no, because I sleep with women, too.
She called you gay, dude.
Well, once I'm a guy...
That would make me bisexual.
I have a lot of questions, and I wish I had a young person I could trust.
Yeah, the young people...
Because you start asking questions, and the theys of the
I'm
world
not
get a
making
little
light of
upset.
it.
They get
I'm
upset.
not making light of it. I'm just merely saying that I don't understand. Because I think if you're trans, you are
That's
trying
clear.
to identify with that gender. So you're now in one of the two genders. No matter what you were born, if you were born male and now you identify as female, you're female.
But we're
That's one of the two.
wrong, and that's incorrect.
But I think that the
We're not wrong.
I think the community is making it more difficult for us to understand, because they get on there, the whole community gets on there and says, all we want you to do is accept us and understand us. Well, make it fucking easy for me to understand you.
Do you need them to
People
wear
are very
a sign on their shirt or
critical
something?
No, I'm just saying, don't tell me there's 18 genders.
They try sometimes. They put those things on their Twitter profiles. Her, him.
Oh, on your
Mer.
business emails.
Mer. What's a mer?
too? Sure.
I identify as a mer.
I don't want to
A
be
mermaid? Is that a mermaid?
If you ask my trans son,
I'd rather be a
what
shit.
are you? He says, I'm a man. So that's one of the two genders that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
I'll go 3, like I said. After I just...
You don't identify with either. I
Cool.
get that.
I just don't know 172.
Do you
I
think-
can't get the number 4 more
Do
or
you
less.
think it could change, like day to day?
Well, people can always make up shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they can get with the social media, they can get a whole shit ton of people
let's
to buy
face
into
it,
it.
it's all made up. I mean, even if you believe in it, in the end, it's still made up.
Like-
even the term him and her are made up. It's all, you can come up with a new
Well,
term as long
I
as you can
mean,
point to it and fucking
I
explain
want
it.
I want
Fine,
to
whatever.
be totally
Big Bang, we're all made
I
up.
totally want to be an accepting ally. I just have to try to understand it all, because I don't get it.
Well, I feel like I hear where
Sometimes
you're
I'm just
coming
happy
from,
just
and I
staying
think
an
that,
asshole.
Us regular, old-fashioned, cis, boring, white, beige people should be cut a little bit of slack for trying. God damn it!
That's the kind of way I feel.
Yeah.
Like I've reached out. I don't give a fuck in the end. Do whatever you want, but don't get on me about your terms. I'll try to figure them out. But if I don't
tell
get,
me what your
if I
name
don't
is,
get
I'm
them
gonna
out right
fucking use
away,
it.
then and if I give you a weird look because it sounds fucking goofy to me, I can think you're goofy and still accept you, all right? I think everyone that likes Travis Tritt's fucking goofy. But you know what? At the end, I'll still go shopping at Kroger with him. That's fine. You know, they don't have to move.
Travis Tritt had some pretty good songs.
He's an asshole. Speaking of which. Blow your ears out, fuckers. We always end up going a little long on these shows with Whoopi because we take forever to get into her news. So I'm trying to get that going if we can go.
Well, I have an asshole.
If we want to ramble on the back end, that's cool.
Just met him last night.
You got a new asshole?
Travis Tritt?
Yeah, it was somebody somebody at work. You know, I'm not telling you where we work, but
John.
I'm walking. No, he's not. Nobody we work with.
I didn't work
I'm walking
last
on break, and this one really pissed me off. Yeah. This one really, actually, I was on my
really cheeses
the whole
me.
20 minutes on my break. I'm like,
this motherfucker.
I'm upset about this. Guy's walking with his girlfriend. Okay, it was pretty crowded. There was some eye candy there, and when there's eye candy, I do this. You know, I don't want to miss any of it. Mm-hmm. So there's a girl with the stretch pants, perfect body. They were similar, they were same material.
Smaller ass in them.
They had a little less ass in them, a little bit.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is, she was a very fit, nice butt. Had a little pulled up shirt here that was like tied, and had big giant titties just sticking out.
What
you.
a treat!
Okay.
So as I passed, I did this.
Yeah.
Pig.
Yeah.
Boyfriend saw me and stopped what he was doing and went.
What, looked at you?
Yeah, gave me the fucking stink eye. And I'm sitting there thinking, she's dressed that way so people will look, you fuck. And I'm complimenting you on being with such an attractive woman.
I don't think...
He's wronger.
What?
He's wronger.
Wronger?
He looked at you with
wrong?
the eyes of someone with a possession.
Well, no, he actually stopped and went like this and fucking stared me down as I kept walking. And I'm like, yeah, I got caught.
Yeah, like 75% of dudes are going to do that. But at the same time...
Her tits are out.
They're out, but it does...
Her butt looks like something you could bounce a quarter off
Yeah,
of.
but it still
Only
doesn't mean
out
you're
for
supposed to
him.
go like...
I mean, I didn't drop to my knees to get a better look. I just went like this and looked at the, hey, look, Ma, the pretty person. And I did that as she passed. But I did make perfect eye contact with the boobs and the ass, and he saw me. And the whole point is, he looked at me like, what the fuck are you looking at? I'm like, I'm looking at the same exact thing that every man in this building is looking at. You just caught me.
Yeah, I see it. When that happens to me, I just smile. I just smile back at him because it's funny they got
like,
caught.
hey, man. Look,
And
good job, brother.
Or the good move is that, like, yeah, the man. You know what I mean?
I mean, if I wasn't at work,
Pump it
I
twice
probably
for me
would have went.
later.
I probably would have went.
I never see in that situation. I never think of them as the asshole. I think of me as the asshole in that particular case. And I feel like I'm caught. I don't feel bad about it. Don't get me wrong. There's no like bad feeling. I'm just go, oh yeah, I'm an asshole. Check it, and then move on with my life. But but with that being said, yeah, if your girl's gonna dress like that, you're supposed to shame her before you leave the house so she don't do shit like that.
The whole point is,
come on.
literally, I mean, titties hanging out.
I don't know what it's like to be hot.
Reminder.
Perfect butt, great legs, and I'm just sitting there going, wow, she's hot. I didn't look at her and go, oh, tongue fall out and land on the fucking table. I just did that.
You're supposed to say things like, hey, your father just texted me. He said you were a whore. You know, and then maybe
the whole point is, if you go out with a woman who's dressed like that, she's going to be looked at.
Yeah. Yeah, typically that comes with the territory. This guy might be, what was his looks? Did he match? Was he a good-looking dude?
Was he also wearing his
he was a
workout
good-looking
gear?
dude.
Yeah, he was a good-looking dude.
See, I was going to say, if he wasn't a good-looking dude, maybe this is the first time or something like that he's ever got anything good. Then he could be
he's a good-looking
super
dude.
self-conscious
He was, you know,
Well,
the
then
typical
good-looking dude could be-
30-year-old in-shape dude.
The good-looking dude can go the other way, too, where they just think they belong. Everything belongs to them, so how dare you look at anything.
But see, like, if it's me,
yeah,
and I'm with a girl like that, and I catch somebody looking, I'm going to look at the guy and go, with me, I'm fucking this. You know what I mean?
I would love to see you get caught by the girl in that situation.
The girl, believe me, if the girl catches you, she goes, she wants to be looked at. That's why she's dressed that way. And that does not fall into the, oh yeah, I raped her, but she asked
What
for it.
were you wearing on the night of the incident?
Talking about rape again, I'm trying to drop this, and he just keeps
my
on
whole
bringing it
point
up.
is, when you're dressed, when you're very sexy and you're dressed very sexy, you're going to get looks. It's going to happen. And for this guy to fucking eyeball me like I just stole something out of his car, I'm sitting there going, she's pretty, and I'm looking. That's what you want, right? If nobody looked,
that's
you'd think.
exactly the face the man made too. I bet that's such a good.
He did. He went like this. He followed me as I walked.
All right, my asshole of the week is an old classic. The hairy guy. This motherfucker. All right. I go downstairs into the lunchroom, and he's eating a giant bowl filled with probably about 2 pounds of spaghetti that is barely any kind of sauce on them. Just like
he was eating that the other day.
He made too many noodles.
Shut up! No, shut up! I haven't finished. All right, god damn it. So these are like dry fucking noodles, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why do you need to eat this much spaghetti? And why that looks like shit? And he's training. You're what? You're training? He's like, I'm training for a half marathon. I was like, typically, buddy, we exercise when we train for a half marathon. We do things like that. We don't eat.
He's carbing up.
We don't eat 2 pounds of carbs.
Are you running
okay? And that's what
tomorrow?
he said. He goes, he's carbing up.
He really said that.
Yes, guys. All right, hairy guy is not a fat guy, but he's not a super thin guy either.
I can't remember.
All right.
He's shaped like a Roblox character.
He's just
Guys, I'm interested.
He's a
Just
little
stop.
chubby. Now he's right up your alley. I don't know why you haven't fucked him yet. I imagine he has a small dick, but I mean, outside of that, he's right up your fucking alley.
Hey, buddy.
I'm sure he has a small dick.
Yeah.
I'm positive.
I'll let you know.
Anyhow, so this guy is out here carbing up. All right. People like him can just exercise. They don't need the extra carbs. He's got them on him.
He's
you know
young.
what I mean? He's
Yeah,
young. He's got the
young.
carbs on him. That's like if you're in peak physical shape. Yeah, okay, now you got to go eat 10,000 calories because he's not Michael Phelps. All right? This isn't happening. Carbing up. So that's just one break. 2 breaks later, a fresh, brand new pot of way too much spaghetti.
With no sauce?
With barely any sauce.
A
just
little
like
sauce.
little tainted
Yeah,
red.
they're like orange. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very little sauce. It bothers me. I don't know how he doesn't choke on
That's
them.
how you know the sauce is
He's
intentional.
eating like 2 pounds of spaghetti every other break.
Holy shit.
This is not how you carb up. He's gonna look like a goddamn meatball. He's not gonna run in the fucking marathon.
No. Once you cool down the spaghetti and warm it back up, it's resistant starch. It's totally power food. It's real.
It's power food if you're working out, not
thing.
standing at a blackjack table.
So then an hour later, we're upstairs.
You have to burn
Hair
that
guy knows
off.
what I'm talking about.
And I see him get taken off the table. He's having a goddamn panic attack. So I'm yelling across the pit, "It's the spaghetti, you retard!" You know, because
He's got the starchies.
got the starchy.
Too much sugar. Too much sugar. Too
His
much
sugars
sugar.
are high. This motherfucker's pound. It's not like he's gonna run. You know what I mean? Carb up, and then you like carb up, and then an
And then
hour
work
later
out.
you just work out.
Right.
He's working for another 8 hours. He's just carving up for
go to bed.
8 hours. He's gonna go to bed, and then he's gonna wake up and take a light run. Probably.
You know, the only thing that, I mean, that's.
and the longest
fucking
he's
total
ran
asshole.
so far was 5 miles. It's not like we're anywhere close.
He's
to
only
it.
got
That's
8 more
pretty good.
miles to go on top of the 5.
And then exactly, and that's again carbing up. That's
Yeah.
if you're doing a 25-mile marathon and you're
Do
practicing
you have
every
any
day for it
idea
legit.
the velocity of the dart when he gets in that kind of shape? He's going to throw it right through the
I
fucking
told him.
board.
I told him all week. You're a fucking asshole, and you're going to be my asshole of the week for this
You
goddamn
know the only
spaghetti
other-
diet.
the
you're
only
on.
other
Happened on
asshole
more than
thing.
one day.
Every
It
day
hap-
this
I told
week.
you, I
This
saw
is-
it last week.
This dude's pounding spaghetti. Like he's just at Kroger buying the Kroger brand spaghetti, and he's getting one fucking thing of sauce for the 20 pounds of
Yeah, and-
spaghetti. He swizzles it
I
around.
went down there and Aisha was eating a Skyline.
Yeah, normal
And
food.
he was eating regular, this big Tupperware spaghetti.
Oh,
and I was
that.
like,
It's a
"Where's the
vat
sauce?"
of spaghetti.
All right, so the only
With no
asshole
sauce,
thing that compares
no
to
garlic
that,
bread.
and I'm going to say this out loud,
Okay.
is when Kevin Connor would drop down in front of everybody and do push-ups at
Kevin
work.
Connor was an asshole when he did that for sure.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is, you know what?
Gotta work on my
If you're on,
push-ups, bro.
if you're on some kind of fucking regiment where you have to do 10 push-ups or 20 push-ups every hour, whatever, go to the locker room and do them.
I mean, he lost a shitload of weight when he did it.
Go to the locker room, you douchebag.
He would
He
do
was
it-
dropping down in front of everybody. Hold on, be right up
No
there.
time
Hold the
for that.
elevator.
Hold the elevator.
Hold the elevator.
I'm
Gotta
fine.
knock these out. Go in the locker room,
Hold
you
the
tool.
elevator.
Like when we were all going
that a
up
real
from our
thing
breaks.
that happened?
Oh yeah, hold on a second. And he would knock out 10
You
push-ups
do a
and get on the
standing
elevator.
push-up in the wall in the elevator.
No, this has gotta be real.
Inconveniencing people.
The whole point is, if you're trying to get back in shape and you're losing weight, hey, more power to you, man. I'm there with you. Go to the fucking locker room where you don't look like an idiot. You know what I mean?
I'm going to do burpees. If I can lose another 20, 40 pounds or whatever, I'm going to start doing burpees in the lobby.
Hey, hold on a second. Before we go up, somebody grab my arm, stretch me out. Fuck, come on.
What do you do
Go in
when
the
you're
locker room.
alone?
Come on, bro.
You know, like I said, I'm all for anybody getting in shape. Losing weight, great. Do it in the locker room.
I only want it for me. I want all my other fucking fat friends to die. So I'm not the friends, but just fatties in general, to all die to free up a little space in the highways.
The ones we know,
me, I want to stay alive.
The ones we know have shown no indication of ever wanting to lose weight.
Fuck you, Nate. You're fat.
Whoopi with the news. Whoopi got that news.
Hey, Whoopi.
Whoopi with the news. Yes, she reads shit. Whoopi with the news. Whoopi got that news.
Whoopi!
It's me.
What's
Is that actually Whoopi
Guys?
Goldberg in that tub? Or is it just
we're very separate, different people.
But it looks like Whoopi Goldberg in the tub.
Yeah, that's her.
It is her.
Yeah. Spread
She's in
eagle,
a
dude.
Bath full of Ted Danson.
Spread eagle. What do you think that fucking vitamin D pussy looks like under there?
Oh, I think it smells really bad.
Well, it's covered in milk. Probably
She
just smells
farts
like
on The
milk.
View. I mean, she openly farts.
I don't
farts
watch
on
The
The
View, so I don't know.
She openly farts.
I like
Well,
that.
You know, she's
Yeah,
a
that's-
human person.
That's the first thing that's ever been said about The View, which made me want to tune in. I mean, like Whoopi Goldberg's just on there farting and fucking someone's face and shit, because that's funny.
And she went,
Joy Behar
and
fart
she
back?
went, ooh,
Oh, wait, they
something
took
came
her
out.
off,
Joy Behar, yeah, she's
They
done
kicked
it.
her off.
Yeah, they
She's
kicked her
white.
off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I think
she
she
sucked.
either made anti-gay jokes or something along those lines.
Those gays will get you.
Yeah.
There's additional pasta news, guys. I don't know if you know
Oh,
about
pasta
this.
news.
Listen up, hairy guy.
Pasta
Listen up, Harry
news.
guy. Go to New
Dork.
Jersey.
Several hundred pounds of pasta dumped in an alley, not in an alley, in a ravine in New Jersey. It just showed up one night. Just like 40 feet long, of piles and piles and piles of pasta showed up one day.
Okay.
Well, maybe
out of
maybe
nowhere.
that is what it is. Maybe Harry guy heard about this story, drove to New Jersey, and he's like, "I'm not letting
I'm
this
gonna
pasta
clean it
go to
up.
waste."
I'll do this.
And he got it. And now every day he's eating that New Jersey stream pasta. That's
Somebody
going
give
on.
me 6
they-
ounces of ragu.
Did they ever
Hundreds.
figure out where it was?
15 wheelbarrow loads. No, it hit
15 wheelbarrow loads
It
of
hit
pasta.
the internet before it hit like the local government. Like
See,
the
that's
woman
it.
who found it, of course. I mean, why would you try to call someone who could fix it for you when you can just put it on the internet and 3 days later it'll go viral enough?
Yeah, it's
that
the best
everyone's
move to
seen
do.
it. So yeah, it was this big mystery for several days, I guess, and some city works guys came and they cleaned it up in less than an hour with 15 wheelbarrow loads.
Donate it to the
15
homeless or
like-
anything?
No.
Why not?
Because it's
then
all
they'd be,
out of the box. It's just loose.
they'd
It
be
looks like a big hairy.
chastised for fucking giving dirty food to the homeless.
So I guess when it was dumped, it was dry.
Unhoused dick.
And then it had a couple days of rain, so it looks cooked to me because when I first heard the story, I'm like, that is cooked pasta. Who is fucking cooking all this pasta
Hey.
in a dump?
You know what? Maybe someone was fucking in it.
Well, no, it's just wet, right?
It's so much less exciting than that, guys. I wish they had let it be a mystery.
Oh, they figured it out?
Yeah.
Well, that's not.
Some guy was
Don't want to hear it. Aliens.
no.
Aliens. Harry guy and aliens. Don't tell us the real answer. That's all our viewers need to know in this story. Move on next.
dead mom closet clean out.
What? Dead mom? She had a fucking closet full of spaghetti?
She drowned in the dry spaghetti, and to dig her out of this human tomb, he had to dump the spaghetti. No, it's not it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I was... That
You
got,
were ripping
that got,
it. It
you,
was
you just made that up? Dude, you should be an author. Did you hear the dead spaghetti
Not
woman?
an author, I'm a narrator on erotic books. Look for me
God
on
damn, I got
Amazon.
super excited. Someone got buried in spaghetti.
Yeah, she opened the door, it all fell on her. You know.
You know, a box of spaghetti would hurt if it fell on you.
Not if it was cooked.
15 wheelbarrow loads of it.
How much? Yeah, how much wet noodles? Do you think if
Hundreds of pounds.
if someone's 5 feet over you, how many pounds of wet noodles have to fall on your head before it actually hurts?
3 hairy guy lunches.
3 or
I'm thinking like a ton.
Imagine his shits, dude. He's eating
God.
10 pounds of
No,
pasta a
But
day.
it's resistant starch. It turns it into good fiber.
You know what,
or some
though?
shit.
He's eating all this pasta. He's carbing up,
Yeah.
training for this marathon.
When is the marathon?
Hasn't seen a
The
vagina.
most famous marathon in our city already just happened.
Hasn't seen a vagina in his whole lifetime, probably.
I think he's just ranching out for the fucking... He's reaching, dude. He wants that vagina. He's
Well,
trying
then
hard.
maybe I'll give you a little clue, hairy guy. You're trying to get that vagina. The Kenny Loggins beard's a little outdated for a man of your age.
Chicks love a dude that eats
Not
lots of
that
spaghetti.
beard. Yeah, they do.
You know?
I remember my first date with
Hey.
a fella, and he cooked dinner, and he brought me what
Any
equated
chicks?
to 6 gallons of pasta in an enormous bowl that I would describe as a serving platter.
yeah.
And then he had
You
one
killed
for
it, didn't you?
himself as
You
well.
killed it, didn't
no,
you?
I'm like, there's so much
Hey,
spaghetti.
any chicks out there want to go to Olive
I
Garden
tried.
with hairy guy?
I tried, you know.
Pasta's on him. You're a
He
dork.
did cook it. You know, he
Oh,
boiled the
what kind of sauce would you like, sir? None.
Just something to make it orange.
Just put the sauce in a bowl, dump the sauce in the trash.
I wonder if Matt let him borrow.
Sauce makes you
and then
slow.
put the pasta
I wonder
in
if
there.
Matt Hudson gave him the orange chicken dye.
I don't
put
know,
on
Matt.
there.
Hey, Matt, we love you. Get rid of that shit. That shit's awful.
The orange
The
chicken.
fucking orange chicken is bad,
Mr.
buddy.
What was that guy's name earlier? Who stopped by?
Mr. Bert.
Mr. Bert.
Mr. Bert.
Mr.
I'm
Bert.
a little concerned that Mr. Bert is in on my prep sessions because he also covered one of my stories, kind of. What's Mr. Bert's uncle's name?
Randy.
Uncle Randy?
Uncle Randy?
Yeah.
You know someone with a shame shack?
Well, these gibbons in Japan
You
have a
gotta
shame
stick the
shack.
serpent through the hole? Uncle Randy's serpent?
I'm moving into animal news. I'm
All right,
through
go on.
spaghetti.
Ooh, what's going on?
There's these gibbons in Japan, and there's this female gibbon.
ZZ
like a monkey.
Top's guitar player?
Kind of
No,
a
that's
monkey,
Billy Gibbons.
right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different guy.
ZZ Top is in a zoo in Japan and is a
fuck.
female monkey at the
Damn,
same time.
Poor guy.
This thing's been kept in captivity and kept separate for many, many, many years. One day, Gibbon turns up pregnant. How'd that happen?
This
Big
is
mystery.
going to be bullshit.
Big mystery. No.
The guy can't fuck a monkey and turn it pregnant. Make it
There's
pregnant.
Maybe you can't.
Why did you... Of course that's where you went.
Maybe
Of course,
you
that's where
can't.
you were going.
No.
He stole a monkey from somewhere else and made him fuck so he could jerk off in
I
the
thought
corner.
the guy fucked a monkey.
He wanted to be monkey cucked.
None of those things.
Fuck my monkey. And then the monkey's fuck and he sits in the corner and jerks off.
The monkey invented
Monkey
a
stud.
glory hole. Monkeys are in their stone age, you know.
Monkeys invented the glory hole?
These monkeys took advantage of a glory hole.
The way that they're supposed to?
The way that they're displayed
Or they just
is
pass the banana
they
through it?
are one at a time. There's a male gibbon, and every once in a while they're in this holding tank together, and
Yeah.
there's a steel wall between them, but so they can breathe, it has holes in it.
Oh, so they stuck
And
their
the-
butthole and pussy and stuff to the thing?
Yeah!
Fucking monkeys are cool,
She
dude.
just bashed right up, and she's like, ah, until he finally figured it out.
You think Michael Jackson trained his monkey to show him his butthole?
No, I think
that
Michael
was-
Jackson is
that
an
was a
innocent.
chimp.
Well, okay, the chimp. Either way, he was like
Bubbles didn't like
Did
dick.
you just say Michael Jackson was innocent?
He's an innocent soul. He was messed up. He didn't know.
Oh yeah, but he still molested kids.
He just wanted to be friends.
But no, his thing was he wouldn't molest them as much. He'd make them kneel on the bed and spread their butt cheeks out and
yeah?
look at their spread butt
Macaulay
cheeks while he jerked
Culkin
off.
was a sexy
That was his
boy.
thing, and
Really?
yeah, that was his thing. They talk about it in a documentary. Two different boys that didn't know each other had the exact same story. That they would get on the bed, they'd get on all fours and spread their butt cheeks open, and he would jerk off at the end of the bed. And I'm wondering if he also trained his chimp to do the same thing. He'd just sit
Would a
on the end of
monkey
the bed.
butthole turn you on? A monkey
just
butthole would
don't
not
believe it.
turn me on.
Wouldn't turn. Neither would a little kid's butthole though.
He
So
was
so
friends
me and
No.
Michael
two
Jackson didn't have much in
sexy little
common.
boys. Okay, when I was a kid, Macaulay Culkin was it.
No,
And
he
what's
never
that
fucked
other
with.
guy?
He never fucked with Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
He may have fucked Corey Feldman. That's why he's
Please.
all crazy now. But
He says
He's
no.
nuts.
yeah, but Corey.
If you got a Macaulay Culkin
Culkin
in
said
front
they were
of you
good.
and you're not jerking off to his little butthole,
Hey,
like,
do you
that's
think
what's
though?
the tragedy.
Let's say hypothetically, I think that's where it came from. Okay, I think Macaulay Culkin was on all fours, spreading his butthole. Michael was jerking off. Okay, Michael decided to put a finger in there, and when the finger went in, Macaulay went.
Macaulay says no.
He said, "Let's use that for the movie."
He also says he was not diddled.
I don't think he was diddled pre-movie. He was diddled post-movie, right?
And
he
he's
diddled?
he definitely
I like him now. He's funny as shit
He says
now.
he wasn't.
he's
diddled.
ugly now.
He says he wasn't diddled, but if you were Macaulay Culkin,
Yeah, I'm getting
so
him
you're
20
already
more
famous.
years.
You're already famous, right? Everybody knows who Macaulay Culkin is. Would you admit to getting molested by Michael Jackson? Because it wouldn't help your fame. Like if no one knew who the fuck you were, and you're
Well,
all like, "I got molested by Michael Jackson."
But
now all of
Corey
a sudden people
Feldman
care.
tried it so that his
Yeah,
name
you
would
got
be
something?
in the. Corey Feldman tried it so his name would be in the
Well,
spotlight,
Corey Feldman
so
was-
he could sell his R&B album.
You ever heard his music? It's
Horrible.
so
The
bad.
video's
Horrible.
good.
Is it Corey Feldman?
No,
I'm
with
pretty
his
sure I saw the
horrible
video,
dancing where he
yeah.
goes like this and fucking pops and locks through the whole fucking
Do you
video.
guys know there's no more MTV?
Yeah.
MTV gone.
What do you mean? Like
Off the air.
what?
No more MTV.
Like there just don't exist?
Well,
gone.
it could have went off 20 years ago. I
it's
liked
not
MTV
music.
when
No,
they
it's
did nothing
real,
but
though.
music videos,
Video
and then they started
killed
with the
fucking
reality.
MTV radio
But they
star.
started with the fucking reality shows and the TV shows. It was great when it was just music videos all the time. That's when fucking
Can't make
MTV
money
was
that
Yeah,
awesome.
but
way.
you say that, but like
Yeah,
she
you
said,
can. You can sell sponsorships between
but
the
they
videos.
didn't get the ratings. That's why they kept on making these stupid fucking shows
Well,
because
Kurt
when they
Loder
make these shows, all of
retired
a
and I
sudden,
don't wanna watch it
you know,
anymore.
they might get 1 million people watching videos all day, but then they put one of these shows on, all of a sudden they go up to 6 million. So it's like, of course they're going to put all these shows on.
Yeah, it
and
killed
then
MTV
eventually,
to me.
I don't know how they
I tend to
monetize
agree with
any
you,
of
but
this
at the
shit.
end, the MTV, they were putting music videos that I cared to watch anyways. I mean, it's not like I'm like, oh fuck, I can't wait for the new Backstreet
but-
Boys song to come out. So I
No,
can see
but
the
what
video.
I'm saying is what I'm saying is if MTV would have stayed that course and could have financially kept on that path, then I think new artists would be making videos to fucking put on MTV.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had reviewed that video that I sent you, Jason. I forgot all the lyrics now. She's like, my butthole's brown and my pussy is pink. It's great.
What the fuck
I
are
remember
you
that.
talking about?
I've heard that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's so good. I would like to see that on MTV.
You guys carry on.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
My butthole's brown and my pussy is pink.
Pink!
Don't look at me. No, that didn't happen. Just ignore it.
Mr. Bert also had a roommate, and he seemed kind of old. There were some old roommates in Louisville, Kentucky recently who had a dispute. You know, as I get to know my older single uncles who also like have roommates and things like that who've kind of passed in the last few months, but still, I imagine their lifestyle is very much like this Mr. Clifton Williams, 64, of Louisville, Kentucky, who was very upset at his roommate. Because I don't know, like, if you remember a time when you had roommates, and I know that if this happened to me, I would be similarly outraged, and if I had had a gun, I probably would have done the same thing.
You got shitty with us a couple times when you were our roommate.
Yeah, but you know what? I kind of made up for it because I had that one candle that smelled like pancakes, and you always thought I was making pancakes. That was funny.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
I remember you guys coming in like, oh man, Whoopi made pancakes. I was like, no, it's just a maple scented candle, guys.
I always knew you were a lazy twat. You weren't going to make no fucking pancakes.
I made soups. I made things.
I don't remember anything you've ever made that tasted good.
I stunk the house up like cabbage because I made my delicious
I like
vegetable
cabbage.
soup.
What's the next story?
No, Clifton Williams, 64, was arrested on assault after he shot his roommate in the ass for stealing the last pot. He ate the last Hot Pocket.
Now, would you shoot someone over a Hot Pocket?
Did you shoot him with a gun? I might put a BB gun on your
So
ass.
they were arguing, and the Hot Pocket eater started throwing tiles and wanted to run away, and then the offended man who clearly had plans for that Hot Pocket shot the other guy in the ass.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Guy was throwing tiles at him.
Yeah, man.
And running away, and he shot him in the butt.
Throwing tiles at him. I'm not, just because you're running away doesn't mean you're innocent. I can't fucking walk up with a brick, throw it at your head, turn and run away, and if you shoot me, I can't say, I was running. I tried to kill her first with a fucking brick, and I missed.
It's true. It's true. He deserved it. And he ate his Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
I want to know what flavor the Hot Pocket was.
My guess is
That makes
my
a
guess
huge
is ham and cheddar.
difference.
Ham and cheddar.
Ew.
Ham and cheddar's okay.
My favorite hot
Pepperoni's
pocket
good.
is the steak and cheese.
Broccoli cheddar.
Really? Broccoli. Steak and cheese is like a rare treat Hot Pocket, but you don't want that as your regular. I think
No.
the old classic's just the pepperoni pizza.
I think they're planning on having
Ham and
Hot
cheese is
Pockets
the
at this
number
new
one
music
seller.
festival. You guys might have heard of it.
Ham and cheese is the number one seller?
Really?
I would.
That cheese
How
is
do you
weird.
know this? I feel like this is something you completely just
Well,
made up, and you might
no,
be
no, no,
right, but it's
because,
just a funny thing to have
Like,
such a strong
if you go to
opinion on ham
Meijer,
and cheese.
if you go to
sales.
Meijer,
Yeah.
there's like a full shelf of ham and cheese, and everything else has like one facing.
Oh, okay, that is a good sign usually.
Most popular Hot Pocket. Premium pepperoni pizza Hot Pockets with garlic buttery crust.
Oh, but this guy, he was such an expert on it too.
Because
was the
there's a
funny
whole
thing.
section of ham and cheese. Maybe it's just at that
But in
store.
your local area,
White Trash West
Yeah.
Side. They love ham and cheese sandwiches.
We're down with the pig.
they're having Hot Pockets at Fire Festival too, which is a real thing that's going to happen. And I heard that Foo Fighters are going to play with their new drummer.
New drummer, yeah. And what do you think?
To me, he's one of the best drummers out there.
I told her to bring this up. You really just popped it in there. That was a.
Do you know that
Did you guys hear the part
Before-
about Fire Festival too? That is also real
What
news.
is-
That guy got out of jail and he's putting it on in that private island. He's trying, and he's also putting on Fire Festival 1.5, which is going to be a Broadway show about his fucking catastrophe.
I saw the documentary on the fire thing,
They're
the
both
fire
excellent.
festival. But I mean, there was thousands of people putting all this work in.
No, there weren't.
Yeah, there were.
Oh, the people on the island.
On the island that were
the
setting up the
locals.
stage and setting up the bathrooms, doing it, and then nothing fucking happened.
They didn't really get it set up.
No.
Yeah, that never even got that
That
far. I
really
don't
didn't
think.
happen.
Well, no, because I remember like they say, okay, we're 2 days from opening. Hey, there's no water, there's no soda, there's no food.
I loved
here.
it. I loved all the rich kids that were all there, all freaking out
Yeah, I
and
love
shit.
Well, because and they were sitting on their fucking yachts going Fire Festival, fuck yeah!
I love that they all got fucking scammed. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, all they got scammed.
Out of
hard.
He's gonna
millions.
do it. He gets out of jail. He was supposed to do 6 years. He got out in 4 years, and he's just right back at it. He
for
wants
him.
to do it again.
I'm
on
not-
the same
Roll getting
fucking
back in?
island.
I wouldn't buy
Rebecca?
advance
Rebecca?
tickets. I wouldn't buy advance. I'd buy at the door.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I wait till the first band
You might
hits.
pay a little more.
Where's the shitters? There. All
All right, so let's get back to Josh Freese.
There's
Fighters will be
Nickelback,
involved
all
in
right.
that. That was just a setup. I am sorry, Mr. David Grohl.
And
That was a joke.
before you do anything, let's talk about Josh Freese.
I wanted to show this clip because this is my favorite Josh Freese moment that he does.
I like the Vandals.
And it's not something super hard or anything like that. It's just hilarious, and he does it perfect. He can do the Running Man while playing drums, and it's the best. So check out the Running Man real quick. That's so amazing that you can just keep a beat like that doing a complete Running Man.
Yeah.
He's such a showman. He's better than Taylor Hawkins. The guy's,
he's a better drummer.
Yeah,
than
he's
Taylor Hawkins.
definitely
His
a
teeth
better
can't
drummer.
be as big or as white.
You know what's funny about Josh Freese, though? I mean, he for the last 10 years, he's been the touring drummer for Devo. He doesn't stick with one specific band. Yeah, he plays as the
Diva
touring
for
drummer.
longer than that. I don't know if he's done the recordings for.
But what I'm saying is,
Studio guy.
you know, like Taylor Hawkins. Okay, I play with Foo Fighters.
He was the Vandals drummer, and then he became a studio musician after that, and then eventually stopped touring with the Vandals, and he would do all these
He did
other
14
tours.
years with Maynard with Perfect Circle, but he also was in 2 or 3 other bands. He toured with Sting.
You can do that when you're faceless.
But you know what's funny? But the thing about it is, it's cool about this dude. I think he's
Nine Inch
one of the
Nails
best.
is my favorite
He was
one.
with 9 Inch Nails. He was with Blink for a little while.
Blink was supposed to play Fire Festival.
I think
1.
he only did Blank like one show or something.
But the thing about this
Travis
guy,
Barker got caught on fire.
he's 50 years old. He's literally one of the most sought after studio musicians. And if you look at Foo Fighters, their style, their fucking energy, he's perfect.
He's
for that
playing
band.
different, kind of. I always noticed that when they did a whole thing, a whole kind of concert online of them just at their practice. So it was them practicing, but they did like 6, 7, 8 songs. They did a lot, and jamming on them too, not just playing them like they normally would. And he's playing completely. I mean, I guess how he always plays to a certain extent, but he's playing a lot more Dave Grohl like.
Is he?
Yeah, you can tell he's trying to fit to that style of music.
But he's a lot more technical than Dave Grohl ever was.
He's a lot better than either of those two drummers
Yeah.
were. I mean, he's probably closer to
Dave
Hawkins
Grohl
than
ain't
he is to
drumming no more,
Grohl.
guys. I don't know if you know.
Well, Dave Grohl was just a banger to begin with.
He
but
still plays a couple of tunes. He drums a couple of tunes.
he's still great. He has a great touch. He has a good
Yeah.
style. But yeah, as far as technical drumming, that's the best drummer the Foo Fighters have ever had.
No doubt.
I mean, he's one of the best drummers that's ever
In the
played
world,
in rock
really,
and roll
yeah.
music. I mean, he's amazing.
But the thing about him, like I said, I always thought that was cool, is he would tour literally with 3 or 4 different bands at once. He wasn't going to rat hole himself, say, I'm the drummer for this band, and that's it. I mean, now when he was with the Vandals, he did that.
Now the funny thing too about the Foo Fighters is they're kind of a rock and roll band that's not, they're not hard or anything, and they're now made by like 4 or 5 ex-punk rock musicians. Like Dave Grohl was the drummer for Scream, Pat Smear was the guitarist for the Germs. I forget their other guitarist's name. He was the guitarist for Face to Face forever, and
The lead guitar.
Yeah, and he was the Face to Face guitarist forever, a punk band out of wherever in California during the NoFX times. And then now you got the Vandals drummer playing with him.
Yeah.
Does that make them a super group?
And no, because none of those bands onto themselves were that big. They were big in their little world, some bigger than others.
You got to have 3 or 4 big names to be a supergroup.
I mean, what makes them a supergroup at the most is going to be the post up. Oh, and then there was a guy from Sunny Day Real Estate's their bass player, but that was never really a punk band. But throwing the Nirvana connection in with Dave Grohl is where you're going to start getting the super band shit.
Yeah, Josh Freese, good call. I think
And if you wanted to take Josh Freese and say he was the Perfect Circle drummer or the 9 Inch Nails drummer, then maybe it sounds more like a super band thing than the Vandals. Because outside of punk rock people, there's not that Vandals is never a popular band.
and that's another thing.
They never
about
had a
him.
radio song.
He's the kind of guy, he can pick up your style in a matter of days.
He's a drummer.
Yeah, and adapt to it. Well, a lot of drummers couldn't do that.
No, I mean he's a drummer through and through.
Yeah.
Is what I mean when I say.
Yeah, he's a
drummer.
stud.
Like,
That was a good call.
That's the way our friend Adam is. He's a drummer. Like you can tell him whatever style, and he's gonna be able to play like that style.
He played country music for years, and I don't think his heart was in it.
He acted like it was. It still bothers me. You're full of shit. Chuck.
And you know
There's
what?
No way you like country music
For
that
the
much.
for the
Shit's
Foo
boring.
Fighters choosing Josh Freese, I say, oi to the punks, and oi to the skins,
That's honestly.
and oi to the world, and everybody wins.
That's the only way I would probably go see a Foo Fighters. I mean, it would still have to be free for me to go see the Foo Fighters because I've seen them before and I'm not that huge of a fan.
I had a good time.
But now that Josh Freese plays with them, I wouldn't mind seeing them live with him. I've seen him with Taylor. I've seen him with, I never seen him with Dave, obviously, because he never played drums live. but I see
But
him during that era.
the only difference between now and the Foo Fighters now is that Josh Freese is not going to come off the kit and sing a few tunes like Taylor did. He's not going to do that.
He can sing.
Really?
Yeah, he has his own album. He has a solo album. It's nerdy shit. I forget what it's even called. It's not good. But then with that being said, neither was Taylor's self album. That wasn't good.
Taylor wasn't a great vocalist.
No.
He came out and did the cover stuff. He did the Queen and the.
Well, and if you ever
the
listen to Taylor
Bee
Hawkins'
Gees.
actual album, it's very Queen-like. That's
Is
what
it?
he's going
Well,
for.
Roger Taylor was
and
his-
ironically, Josh Freese is kind of that kind of shit too, if I remember right. It was just real weird shit, but he can sing. I mean, he's just not. He's probably just as good as Taylor, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Neither of them are singers.
I can sing.
But fucking Dave Grohl can't sing. He's a screamer and he can carry a tune, but it's not like a good fucking voice.
We
when
just
I
love
went,
him.
when Matt and I went to the Foo Fighters last time they were here, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was just
I
a
don't
big
mind
party for me. It's not like I'm listening to Zeppelin,
Yeah.
but I'm listening to fucking loud music. It was fucking everybody screaming. It was a good time, and
I
I'd
give
go
the
again
Foo
every
Fighters
time.
credit for not sucking. Like, they've been around for so long, and they've made a couple real shitty songs. That
exciting
most
for them.
recent song they put
Who
out
hasn't?
was awful, but for the most part, they're consistently all right.
Yeah.
To me, anyways, for my style, what I like. And then they got a couple bangers where I'm like, all right, they got maybe 8 songs that I like a lot. And then a bunch of other songs which I don't hate, which is
Yeah.
good enough.
Yeah,
Good enough
it's
for
good
me to
enough.
go, all right, I'll go to a show, shit
Yeah.
like that. It's like when I go see Leonard Skinner. I feel the same way. Like, they got like 8 or 9 songs I like,
Yeah, I'll
and
pass
then
on
they
the
got
Skinner.
they got some other shit.
You go now? You would go see them?
Well, there's still a couple of them alive.
Nah, I
They're
wouldn't
coming
go see
this
him
year.
now. I wouldn't go see him.
Well,
Don't
they're
get
all
me wrong.
dead. They're all
if it's
dead.
If it's a Sunday night
cover
and I
band,
got
right?
free tickets, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying to see Skinner.
But see-
Actually, I've never paid to see Skinner. I've seen him 5
See,
times. I've never
generally,
paid.
the way I look at it, because I go to a lot of classic rock shows or old R&B shows. As long as the singer is still alive, I can pretty much get around replacing musicians.
Yeah, it depends.
Unless it was like a Van Halen. I don't want to see
That's
a
what I
different
mean.
guitar player. You know what I mean?
Like, I ain't trying to see Led Zeppelin.
I
without
would
their
never
guitar
see
player.
Rush without Neil. Just wouldn't do
Yes.
it. But, I mean, if it's just where the whole fucking band is the voice and the singer, replace who you want back there.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I don't mind seeing Fogerty.
Right.
I feel just as good at seeing Fogerty as I would CCR.
Yeah,
that's
because you
fine.
can't name his fucking
Yeah, I don't
backup
know.
musicians.
I don't know
You
anybody
can't.
else in that band. So,
Like
yeah.
I'm going. I will say this. I'm going to see Jethro Tull. Not a giant Tull fan,
My dad was
Look
talking
for
about
him.
that.
but it's the last band. The last time they'll probably tour because he's 100.
Yeah.
But the whole
Oh,
point
it
is
doesn't
they're all
stop 'em.
dead except the fucking singer, Ian Anderson. I think his name is. As long as you got his voice, he can pull the songs
Yeah,
off.
my dad was telling me that was the only concert he saw at Riverbend all summer that looked like it was worth a shit to him.
And it's in the little pavilion.
And he said, he's like, but he just wasn't sure. The same exact thing. He's just like, but I think it's just one dude. He's like, I don't know if I really want to waste.
yeah,
my
but
time
he's the
with
one that played the flute,
Yeah.
and he's the one that sings all
Oh, he
fucking
plays the
tunes.
flute and Jethro Tull, then you're good.
Yeah, he
Singer,
does.
singer and flute. That's all you
He
need. in
plays
that.
the flute.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to see Guns N' Roses without Slash.
Right.
All right. You need Axl and Slash.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to see AC/DC without the little fuck in the outfit.
Oh, that was the best.
Angus.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta see.
I don't
want
want to. I don't want to see Aerosmith if Joe Perry died.
I actually don't care to see ZZ Top anymore, and I wanted to see ZZ Top. I've never seen him, but after
Because Dusty's dead.
after the bass player died, and he was one of the 2 songwriters. Like I need the main songwriters there at least, and the singers.
Well,
And I know he didn't do most of the vocals, but he did some.
I thought the same thing when I went to see Steely Dan last year.
Mm-hmm.
Walter Beckett wrote all of the songs with Donald Fagen, and he died.
Yeah.
And he was the lead guitar too, and he fucking shredded. He died, and I'm like, well, I can't really go without him. He wrote all the shit, and he's part of it. Same show.
Yeah.
Exact same show.
I'm sure it is, but still, it's just the point.
Yeah.
You don't think Buckethead could play the same thing Slash could? Of course he could.
Of course.
Buckethead probably played 3 times more shit than Slash could as far as actual talent on
Yeah,
the
but you
guitar.
want to see the top hat up there.
I gotta
you want to
see the top
fucking
hat.
hair.
You gotta
yeah.
feel the fucking soul,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Slash soul, dude.
But like
I
I
saw
said,
him backstage. It's a wig.
Aerosmith is coming.
Is he bald?
Totally bald.
Or no? What? Really?
No, fucking.
Oh, I was gonna
Aerosmith
say.
is coming.
Did you wash his wig?
And if Joe Perry wasn't there, like I just heard a rumor
Yeah, but
that,
they're coming to-
that Motley Crue is replacing Vince Neil
What? With who? So
I
now
don't
they
know.
would only have Nikki Sixx and Tommy
and Tommy Lee
Tommy Gunn, I
because
call
they've
him.
already replaced fucking
Yeah.
Mick Mars.
Yeah.
And I understand he looked dead 10 years ago
Yeah,
when I
Mick,
saw him.
Mick Mars has been dead
But
since
how can you replace the
1986.
fucking voice if he's still alive? Now there's been bands
Well,
where
the voice sucks now.
yeah, there's been bands
The
where
voice
the
was never
lead
good.
singer died. And they replaced him with somebody who sounds Journey, prime example. Steve Perry didn't die.
But I'm not interested in seeing that little
Right.
Filipino sing those
And I'm
songs
not
either.
either, 'cause I think-
I'll go see Steve Perry before I see them.
Because I think Steve Perry had
fucking
the coolest
record on.
rock voice ever.
I'm
But
not going to see either because I don't want to go see
what I'm saying is,
Journey. Who gives a shit?
to the masses that wanted to see it and hear the tunes, he was a good enough replacement. To me, he wouldn't have been, and I'd never go see him with him.
What we got
Arnold,
next, Whoop?
whatever his fucking name is.
Oh, more. Okay, great.
Do you got more?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I recently went on my big vacation,
Uh-huh.
and there was some talk among the gals. We got a hotel room before we got on this cruise thing. One of the gals talked about Airbnb, and I'm always kind of creeped out by the Airbnb.
I'm a strictly Airbnb
I don't know
guy.
what's going on in there, but this David Neal, 52-year-old hotel manager at the 4th Avenue South Hilton Hotel in Nashville,
Yeehaw!
be helping himself into people's rooms at night and sucking on their toes. So you're not safe anywhere, people.
No
Was
victim,
that
no
an Airbnb or was it just a hotel? You said
As a hotel, I'm
No
saying,
victim,
like,
no
I'm
crime.
creeped out by Airbnbs.
Oh, because you think that'll happen at the Airbnb.
Because I think the hotel is,
All right, hold on a second.
safer.
I'm going to say this.
I go the opposite.
I'm going to piss off the liberals here big
You
time.
would.
Oh, those libbies.
Gross.
Toe sucking.
Okay,
what it
gross.
used to be.
Libtards.
But are you really a victim? I mean, you're going to get some of those hotel guests on TV crying, I'm violated. He sucked my toe. Fuck you. He sucked your
sounds
toes.
Like it would pretty chill. The
It's
the
creepy
man
as fuck,
sat up
but-
and was
Sucked a
like,
dude's
"What are you
toes."
doing?"
But the whole point is you're going to have people crying. I had to get a lawyer. I need $10 million because this guy
What would
sucked
you
my
do?
toe."
Because it was a guy.
I'd kick him.
He sucked a guy's
I'd kick him in the
toes.
face
The
and say, get the
manager-
fuck out of my
That
room.
was it. You did your night?
The manager claimed
Yeah.
he smelled smoke, and he went in to investigate.
Maybe the guy's
key
toe
he
was on
used
fire.
Has not been recovered.
So far, I'll put it out with my mouth.
I mean, it's creepy as fuck, and I'd probably say, "Hey, lawyer, get me $100,000 out of this."
The poor
But
guy.
I'm not going to go.
He was fucking traumatized, and he had to go seek out what is actually America's first legal shroom therapy center because
Fuck
he was
you.
so fucked up about it.
He's a fucking whack job
And
already.
not only at this place, do
She's
you have
combining
to,
stories. These are not actual stories that are together. She's combining stories. We're doing Gonzo
moving
Are
journalism,
these
apparently.
segues?
Yeah, that was a
it's good.
segue into a new mushroom
Guys,
story.
Wow, but you
get
can't-
hip. I'm really good at this.
You can't put the same person in it. That's not a segue.
Are you good at it when you're
What is
you're
the
confusing the
difference to you
story?
if it's the toe sucker guy or somebody else?
Because
when
we
I get
try
the
to
next
get a
one?
full conclusion now. If this same guy's out there going to the mushroom clinic
He's
for
not getting
treatment, now I
anything.
think it's
He got
crazy.
his toe sucked by a man. Boy, that's not worth anything.
I
Then why
want,
bring it up?
I want some money.
Well, that made the news.
I want
read
some
the
money.
news.
I told her to read
I
the
don't
toe
make the
sucking
fucking
article.
news. He sent it
I
to
just
me.
the toe sucking. I'm gonna kick the guy in the face when he's sucking my toes, and I'm gonna say, "Get the fuck out of here."
No, you sent it to me, and I,
I just
thought
wonder
it
how
was
many
another
guys he got
story.
away with. How many toes he sucked on.
I
before
want
he
to
think
say
found
I'd
I
out.
wake
heard
up
the
right
same
away.
story about a woman that the hotel checker had commented on how attractive this woman was, and that the same thing happened to her. Unless I'm meshing them together in my mind, because I thought that's what you sent me, and I was like, "Oh, I saw that before," and I started
Hey,
reading. And I was
I'm
like,
just
"That's a
gonna say
fucking
this
dude."
to hotel managers: if you're gonna come in and violate me that way, just suck the dick. Stay away from the toes.
No,
Yeah, so the next dude that comes in and
No, not dude. I want a female manager.
Would be
Hey,
nice.
it's the 2000s. Women
but
can manage now.
the legal shroom therapy is real.
I know it is.
I'm
Not
waiting
well.
for all-inclusive marijuana resorts to start opening across the country.
surprised
they
Still,
will.
I'm surprised they haven't.
Famous people working on it. They can't.
You'll
get
see
it
that in the
together.
Airbnb world. You'll see 420 friendly
Yes.
is written on it, which means you can smoke
Not
weed in
if
my
it's
house.
going to be like these
Hey, did
mushrooms.
Woody Harrelson quit weed?
I think he might have quit.
Yeah,
A lot
he
of them
had
quit
to.
smoking, and then they switched to edibles
Well, he
or
said he
tinctures.
got too high and
Yeah.
he had to take a little break. $3,500 to sit in a room with a professional and take mushrooms, and you still got to buy the mushrooms. So
And you got to buy the mushrooms. So you're paying $3,500 just for the dude.
correct.
They did that in the 60s with acid, and they paid you.
Well, that was government experiments.
Well, that's the whole point is there was a doctor in there with you while you were
Take this
tripping.
yeah, but they didn't tell you how that was going to end because they didn't
No,
know.
they didn't know.
$3,500.
Next
There's
thing you
an
know,
hour
Jacob's
prep
ladder.
session. There's a high dose session that lasts 6 hours. Costs $3,500 plus the cost of the medicine.
Does it tell you what the high dose is?
How
many grams?
It says level 1 microdose session lasts 1 to 2 hours is $500.
Yeah, but they don't say the amount of drugs you're taking.
No, only in dollar.
I saw that on TV,
Microdosing
and
for
it was so funny.
$500?
It was so funny
It says
because these pussies.
one menu offers 60 capsules of microdoses, 60 capsules for $160. Larger doses range from $50 for 3.5 grams, so $50 an eighth of mushrooms,
That's not unreasonable.
to an ounce for $300. So the drug price is normal street kind of price.
Kind of. I haven't been in the
and
mushroom
then you
price
pay
in so long.
$4,000 for the professional.
But
to
when I
guide you on
watched
your
it, when
journey.
I watched
Dude,
the
I'll do it for
professional guy
$60
doing
bucks.
it, this fucking guy said, "Hey, before we do this, let's make it very clear. I'm not asking you to do these, right? You're doing them on your own, right? I didn't supply these, right? He's covering his fucking ass for everything before he goes into it with that guy. You bought these, right?
All I know is I'm offering a deal. You can come over to my house for $200. I'll watch you do drugs for a while.
I'll make sure you don't have
All
a
right,
bad trip.
I've lived around many druggies. All right, I've helped many people out through the years. You know, I could even shoot you up. You know, we can do whatever you need to do. But it's
You can shoot them up. Jesus, they're
Well,
talking
guy
about
in
making
Canada
self liable right there.
thought the same
no.
thing.
We're waivers, dude. Waivers. You know what you just said? I'm not doing this. I'm
A
not doing
waiver
that.
doesn't count when you're doing something illegal to somebody.
This
Yeah,
guy
we're-
in
we're-
Canada
we're
wanted
living in a
people
world
to
where
have
this
safe
isn't illegal.
drugs, and
Ask
so he
Kevorkian.
bought a food truck.
They're in a place where they can legally take mushrooms. So I'm saying when it becomes legal in Ohio,
No.
my services are going to be cheaper.
It's illegal to buy the drugs, I think, still.
Where's that at?
That's what it was saying, and the thing that...
What state was that in?
No, I think it's like Portland or some shit where you can buy mushrooms, but you can't sell them. It's like some
it's something
goofy
weird.
shit. But if you got them, you're not in
Oregon.
trouble, so you
Right.
can have that kind
A
of
Only
shit.
the
legal high
salesman.
won't come cheap in Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon just legalized mushrooms, but they're the way they do it's fucking retarded. Either way, if
Oregon's
you
gonna
guys
be
want to do
part of
mushrooms
New
and come to my
Idaho.
house, I'm much cheaper. You're right. I ain't shooting you up until it's legal.
You heard about this new Idaho shit?
Idaho potatoes.
Yeah, Idaho wants to break off some of it and then take over some of Washington and Oregon and make like a conservative homeland and be a different state.
Since when does Idaho have an opinion on anything?
That's what they
hey,
want to be?
Hey, Idahoans, shut the fuck up and make potatoes. We don't.
Well, I mean,
No
the whole
one
point
cares.
is if you've got the fucking cash to buy all that land, do what the fuck you want
No,
with
they
it.
want to secede and like
No,
do
no.
weird
They're
shit.
talking about the state wants to secede, like Texas is always talking about.
Yeah.
They want to
And
go
I'm
in
sure
there.
Oregon
make a
and
whole
Washington are
separate
just
thing.
dying to give
Yeah,
up some of their
yeah,
land.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Idaho. You
Hey,
fucking.
yeah, take that 20,000 acres down to the bottom. We're not using
You're
it.
shaped like Grandpa's limp dick. You know, you just want to get a little thicker at the top. It ain't gonna happen.
So they want to be their own sovereign.
Yeah, this isn't part of it. This
Potato
is the thing
nation.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's Idaho, and they want to take some of the neighboring states. They want to like cede that
Yeah, me too.
territory, and that's where all the militias are.
I'd
gonna
like a
go,
bigger yard. Hey,
shit like that.
mine. Thank
Like,
you.
there's not enough land out there, please.
What?
That's all there is. Nobody lives in that part of the country.
You need lots of spots for fucking potatoes. Actually, Idaho is really nice. I've drove
it?
through Idaho once, and it's one of those like places you don't think
Happy
of being
anniversary.
cool, but it's very like it was right around that time. It's when I drove through. It's very much like Utah and Wyoming and stuff, or just
Real pretty.
mountains and pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No, there's
pretty
like
sweet.
that sliver of the country from north to south. Like nobody lives there.
No, there's but there's some I
For
guess
some reason.
farmland on
So-
the other
Yeah,
side.
I thought it
Who
was
is
the
gonna-
mountains. I was like, nobody lives in the mountains.
Either-
but it's
either way,
Who is going to
Eastern
inhabit
mountains.
this sovereign?
Republicans? I don't know.
All just
They're
just for
already
Republicans?
inhabited it.
Militias? I'm not sure.
They're already hanging out there doing their thing.
Do they want federal laws not to apply to them?
They probably just want to kick a
They
couple
want
Indians off some
Eamon
land.
Bundy to come and be their leader.
Oh
and,
yeah, the fucking pipeline fella.
Yeah. That's the kind of people they're into that.
Ah, well, I hope they all get AIDS and die. All right, next door.
2 more Oregon counties vote to support joining a Super Idaho. I thought I made that up, Super Idaho, and that's really
Super
what
Idaho.
it
Is that
is.
what they want?
Super Idaho.
Idaho's trying to fucking steal Washington and Oregon
Look at all
and
this.
make it a
They
cape.
want all this.
What?
They want all this.
That's retarded. They ain't getting it.
They want most of the other states.
Yeah, and the other states, county by county, are voting to join them.
You know what I think we should do as a fucking get back is on the other side. We make Idaho look just like a fucking Tetris log that just goes straight up and down, you know, that one?
Yeah.
And get rid of the rest of that and give it to those other 2 neighboring states that aren't made of assholes that want their own state.
You know why that wouldn't work here? Because we don't want Kentucky. We don't want Indiana.
No. I'll take
All right, I'm out of
I'll take
I'll
part
take
of
some,
Pennsylvania.
I'll take some Canada. What's wrong?
I'm gonna sneeze.
You're a horrible sneezer.
I'm fighting it.
Oh,
See,
God.
that would have hurt till you had all that
You
muscle
ever heard
mass.
Joe Harrington sneeze?
Uh-uh.
Oh, he has the gayest sneeze in the history of sneezes.
Does he?
Oh, yeah, and it's really super
Is it
loud.
like one of these-
Face off.
Yes.
Is it
yes,
really?
it's the most feminine sneeze I've ever heard. Hey, don't use all my jerk rags.
Yeah. Where's your Jergens?
Huh? No, not the load. I don't.
I go dry.
Yeah, we're dry jerkers here.
Oh yeah.
And most men
Yeah.
are. Guys only really use lotion on like special occasions or something.
Or if they're fucking something specifically.
What is going on here?
What are you pointing that ass at me for? Whoop.
Could you smell it?
No,
Oh,
she didn't fart.
I know.
You didn't fart, did you?
She
No,
just
I got
looks
my
like she
filters
would
in.
Your filters?
Yeah.
You got fart filters?
Yeah, I got them on Wish.com. They put these little carbon filters in
You're
your butt
kidding
and
me.
filter
Wait,
your
are,
farts.
are you actually wearing fart
No,
filters
but
right
that's a real
now?
thing that was shown to me as an ad on Wish.com.
I don't know when I can take her fucking serious anymore. She says
You
things and then
just
changes
believe
her
me.
mind.
Your segues are on point.
Yeah. You're really been working on your
Oh,
game.
I heard you believe a lot of my lies.
I do?
Oh, all of them. Yep.
She's full of shit. Now, do you have any other stories?
What lies did you tell that I believed?
No.
Except that you were working out.
I'm good. I'm going to send you a picture of me in my swim outfit, except I'm not because that shit is
Hey,
not
you know
cool.
what? If I own an Army helmet, doesn't mean I'm a Marine. All right? Okay?
I hate to tell you this, Whoop. I'm not going to be wrestling anytime soon. If you see this wrestling mask over here.
Hey, Whoopi, look at Jason right now. Okay? Reds are playing in
He only
Chicago.
lost
He's
11
not
pounds.
there.
He ain't working out.
He's not there.
I've lost
doesn't play for the
30
team.
pounds, not 11 pounds, God damn it.
Your beard looks lighter.
And honestly, if you want me to get real technical, I've lost 32, but I don't admit until I get to the fives. I'm stuck at 30 until I get to 35.
I respect that.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just a thing in my head.
Ethical
I lost
rounding.
18 pounds. No, you've lost 15. Let me know when you get to 20.
Exactly.
I'm right there
And then
with
that's exactly
Just
how I
never
look
good
at
enough
it.
for you.
But that doesn't count when you're describing your dick. If it's 8.5, throw that half in.
It's 10.
No, it's 8.5. It's not 9, because you can be proven a liar.
You should get super technical, like 8 and 7/16, actually.
I'm my
modest.
whole question.
I'm
My whole
modest.
question
Does it
on that
measure
subject.
different with the weather?
My
I'm
whole
sure it
question is
does.
where I measure my dick from
Daily.
the very base. I found out last year
Like
you
way
can't.
under the nuts?
No,
Bottom
I
base
found
or
out
top
last
base?
year. The base right above your nuts. But I found out last year that you couldn't
You could
measure from
really-
the asshole. So that really kind of took some inches off for me. So now I just go straight down the base on the underside of the shaft.
No, you got to do it from the top.
I would think the top.
What do you mean?
The top is the best illustration of the visible portion.
I go right
That's all
here.
it's about because it does
go
go
right
all the
here,
way to your
Whoopi.
butthole. I can follow that
No,
thing right down there.
I just go. I put it right down here. Up on the
Yeah, but
other
why
side
wouldn't
of
you
my
put it on the top? Why would you? I don't get it.
It's going to be a smaller measurement. That's
that what it
why
is?
he's gaining an inch that way.
Why could pushing inside your balls?
I don't
Yeah.
go to the nuts. I go to the bottom of the dick.
Well, then why not just go to the top so you don't have to
Well,
deal
because
with
the
balls?
fupa's there.
Oh, well, the fupa's on both sides, isn't it? Kind of.
You
No.
guys got fupas?
Fat
Well,
upper
that
penis
was
area.
a girl thing.
No, that's fat upper pussy. area.
Everybody's got.
It's your fatty pawns.
It's a second belly for some fatties. I've seen some.
It's the pubic
PONS.
mountain.
That's
The whole
the-
point is,
it's the
I don't measure
pawns.
down to the nuts. I go where the bottom, where the dick starts, where it pops out. I measure there.
I start at my belly button.
I think I'm one of them
That's not
asexuals you was talking about.
Are you?
You're one of those asexuals. Oh, is that a
Yeah, but you're an asexual who works out.
That's right.
I
You're
work
swimming. Be swimming.
workout?
90 yards. What?
A workout.
No, 900 yards.
What?
Fuck you guys.
It happens.
Name your price, Christopher.
How much red pasta would you have to eat
How red?
To run
It's like orange. It's
5
Is there
miles.
enough?
Pasta's like this
Is there
color.
enough?
I'm really now. I'm mad at Harry guy. Now I really
Dude,
don't.
I've been mad at him all week. As soon as he told me
Yeah.
that, I'm like, what do you mean?
I mean, I'm like at the point where maybe if he walks by and says hi, I might not say hi back.
No, I'm just going to pinch him or something. I want to punch
I
his
mean,
arm, give him a
were the
swirly.
noodles sticky too? Were they even buttered?
They were cooked. No, there was no butter.
No,
There
it was,
carbs
they were
in
they were
butter.
red, but they were just not.
I think he like
Red.
made
Were
the
they
pasta.
red lentil?
I think he made the pasta and then took like just a half a cup of sauce and mixed it all in there for flavor.
Into the
Yeah, that's what
four
I'm guessing. I'm guessing a
packs.
cup or maybe a half cup, but a cup for the whole thing of. I mean, he cooked the whole thing of spaghetti.
Right.
You know, you get a thing of spaghetti, and
The
you can
2 pound
usually do,
box.
even just a regular thing of spaghetti. You know, and you cook the whole thing. That's way too much pasta for one human.
Yeah.
Right, that's what he eats for lunch, and then he has another one 2 hours after that, and another 2 after.
My dude, you got to up the proteins, okay?
All right, my name your price
and then
is
he does a
directed,
long jerk.
directed at Whoopi. I always try to do it.
My
Well,
self-worth is too high for this.
well, when you're here, I like to direct it at you. I'll twist it for Jason, but this one's really simple.
Don't twist it.
It's a clean environment. Okay.
Really homeless.
No, they're not homeless at all. They're not super duper
How
homeless.
homeless are they?
These guys are really old. Okay, you're going to go to an old folks home. Okay, let's call it assisted living. They don't.
I'll do it for free. My heart is so soft.
You got a price then. It's free. Basically, these
So
old
sad
men.
in those places.
It's a hospice.
Chuck's.
Okay, these old men have got conditions. They're not going to be around much longer, and the director of the hospital decided he just wants to get these guys laid one more time before they go. So you're basically going to get a room at the old folks' home for one day, and just a continuous line of old men are going to come in and fuck you. Now, we'll put rubbers on all of them. Actually, we won't. But,
Deal breaker.
But no rubbers, but they're all STD free.
Raw dog or go home.
Now, see, here's the twist on this one.
Really take
These
the
old men are
thrill
dying.
out of it, aren't
They've
you?
got days or weeks, and they just want to go out smiling. So my question is,
Many
how
of
much
them
for you?
probably would in the room.
How much would you have to be paid for 1 8-hour shift of just taking old dying dick? Same for you with females, the old ladies who are dying. They just want to get fucked.
I didn't pay any attention. I was just making funny faces.
Okay, you're in an old folks home. You're in a hospice.
Oh, yeah.
These old ladies are dying.
Fuck old women.
They just want to get laid one more time before they die.
One fuck.
No, one fuck per lady.
Yeah.
They're
For
all
8
going to come in.
hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
I think shifts are different for that kind of work.
All right, we'll call it 6. We'll call it a 6-hour
How many
shift.
ham and cheese hot pockets?
Basically, you're just laying on your back.
Yeah, how
And
many
the old
Hot
men are
Pockets
coming
in
in.
this deal?
All the pepperoni you want, they don't sell.
The good ones?
And you're just going
They don't
to,
sell on the west side.
know-
Broccoli cheese?
hey, Whoopi, this is Edgar, terminal cancer.
Because I'll just put them in a Hot Pocket
Whoopi.
and tell them we're fucking.
Whoopi, this is Arnold, kidney infections, kidney disease.
Gross.
And you just have
No.
to
I
fuck
couldn't.
these guys.
They would all be all smelly.
This is an
No.
act of mercy here.
I
Dude, there's no
don't
nose allowed in this game. We're talking
That
money.
would have to be true.
Everybody has a price. Name yours.
And yours is
fuckface.
old ladies.
Boy.
And it's just how much? For
I
8
want
hours,
all
1
of
8-hour day?
whatever each
Yeah.
of them has left.
And these are dying people. It's a hospice. They're going
1
they're-
8-hour day.
Yeah. And you're fucking raw dog, but they're all clean enough where it might stink a little, but you're not going to get
How
anything.
many are there?
Yeah, how many are there?
30, 40.
I can't come 40 times.
You don't have to. These women can't take much. I mean, you
See,
go
that's
deep
an
enough.
advantage to my side is that it only take a couple seconds.
Yeah,
for
but
me.
no.
There's a hard end on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Hard stop.
Yeah, and you don't
It
have
comes real quick.
you don't have to stay hard. I mean, you've got a fucking 50-gallon
I
drum
probably don't
of
even
lube
have to get
next to you.
naked, to be honest. Like,
Well, you are naked though. You have to turn them on. You have to turn them
I'm giving
on.
bare minimum, and I think the bar is pretty low.
You know, the
For this
higher I
set.
get, if I look at you on the screen, you kind of look like Guy Ferrari with the fucking flames coming up on your shirt.
Me?
Yeah.
And when did he change his name from Guy Fieri to Guy Fieri?
Whatever I call him Ferrari.
They call him Fieri.
I don't give a fuck what they call him.
I think it just depends where you are and how proper
He
you
calls
are
himself Fieri.
I think that might be proper
Fieri.
pronunciation.
Hey, how you doing,
Fieri.
ladies and gentlemen? Guy Fieri. It's Fieri.
Hey, bro, check out this hot sauce. You know, fuck that guy.
See, the reason
Flavortown.
reason you have to be naked is these old men want some
Flavortown.
Want
I'm
some
glad you're
tits,
buying
too.
your Flavortown shirt.
How much? What?
They want to go to Flavortown.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah, they want to go to the mountains while they're fucking you.
Vitamin H.
And let's remember, act of mercy
Putting
here.
that on my
These
dating
people
profile.
are almost ready to cross the Rainbow Bridge here.
Isn't that what dogs do?
Half a mil.
If they can do it,
half
so
a
can
mil.
I always thought
Half
the
a
Rainbow
mil.
Bridge was
Half
just
a mil.
You're not a giver.
half a
No.
mil. Man, that is a deep
Oh my
price.
God, that's deep.
I would-
$5 grand.
Told you guys, I'm not good at this.
You're going $5 grand?
$5
Oh,
grand.
no, he's a humanitarian.
That's
I was going
charitable.
40 grand.
Oh no, 8 hours of fucking old ladies, $5 grand. They're all gonna die.
$5,000.
You know what? I'm gonna leave. They're gonna leave this earth with a smile
Well,
on their
here's the
face
thing. I'm
because
going to
of
kill
this
at
dick.
least one or two of them on the spot. They're
Yeah,
going to
but
die.
Waivers.
Probably a couple of them are going to shit on me.
No, I said they're not. I said it's gonna be
They
clean.
can't help it. They're just going to accidentally poo.
Well, they'll poo in the bag then.
I don't know.
You don't have to
That
clean their
seems
poop
worse
bag.
somehow. I don't want to do
A half
it when
a
they're
million.
stow me.
$500,000.
How much to masturbate using their poop bag poop as gel for your clitoris?
What?
What do you mean, what?
$500,000 for normal sex?
So I'm talking
guessing
about you got to come, but and you know for lube, you're getting a scoop out of this fella's
I'm going to
poop
go to
bag.
the bus station and
and
live with
you're-
the rest of them homeless people
You're
he's talking
fucking
about all the time.
flopping your bean and poop.
Normally, you use your own tears as
Yeah,
lubricant.
use your tears.
This time, you're using feces.
You're using fucking Zeke's poop.
Pool's closed.
How much?
There's no amount of money. What are you talking
But
about?
you would really charge these dying men.
men.
I will jerk off
$500,000.
with bum poop for $1 million.
$17.
How much you jerking off in bum poop for?
Oh, that's
Bum
a tough
poop
one.
lube.
I'm not a poop person.
You know what? I will do it for one Dewey Southwest barbecue chicken pizza.
You fat bitch.
Motherfucker's expansive. Expansive.
Fucking Dewey's pizza. Did you say Dewey's?
I'm
with
just
their
going to
last
say
name.
that these men are dying and you're charging them $500,000. I think you're a terrible person.
Well, where's their
I mean, I like
loved
you, though.
ones, man?
Asshole
I can't help that.
The loved ones are the ones that ponying up the dough, but they don't have $500,000.
Well, not each. All together.
$5,000.
$5,000. I'm going 40 grand.
I'm going, okay, I recant, and, if it's charity, it's charity. I do it for free.
Hey,
All right, you hear that? She's gonna.
Hey, and
Fuck your grandpa and all his friends for free.
Oh, I thought you meant the jerking off with the poop.
No, that's going to be at least $28.
That's gross. You're disgusting.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you. Go on, Chris.
Fuck you, Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, that guy. He's cool. What are you
President
He's
Ron
been-
DeSantis?
President Ron.
You're probably right.
Nah, I'm starting to think
No way.
I'm starting to think the
Donnie's
conservatives. Donnie's coming on strong again.
He's going to
Oh, he
win.
is.
Are you
Don,
He is,
Donnie's
but-
pulling it off.
Big
Don.
Fuck Ron DeSantis.
Okay.
We've talked about it a little bit before. This transgender shit and the rights they're trying to take away is really pissing me off because it hits home to me because I have a
Yeah,
kid.
didn't he sign some weird one this week?
He's signing the weirdest ones. He wants Florida to not be fucking legal to be trans. You're trans? I'll fucking get the fuck out of here. This guy is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
He is just trying to basically strip away these people's fucking human rights. And he's signing everything. Oh, you got this for me? You don't want trans to be able to wear blue? Okay, I'll sign that. And
trans, just not in Florida.
that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to basically say, we don't want you here in the second biggest state in the fucking country. We don't want you here. Fuck you.
I feel like Florida's the best place to be trans at. You
Well,
know?
no, I would think California
Good
would be the
trans
best
weather.
place to be trans.
I feel
It's so humid. you know?
really. Yeah, I guess it's not really good weather for anybody.
Period.
No,
It's
I hate
nice,
Florida.
you know, if you're
I hate
going-
the whole state.
If you're going through some mental issues, to look out at the ocean and shit, you know, it's calming.
Sure.
I would say California would be the place if you were trans. They're just
Well,
so
California,
liberal on
because
everything.
they'll give you tits for $9 at the fucking
yeah.
CVS.
But
they're
I was listening to
shining
it every
those things
week,
out.
and I was listening to fucking WLW with this whack job bitch who was just praising DeSantis for all these great things he did, and it just,
WLW.
it just crossed my mind. I'm sitting there thinking, he just doesn't want you to have any fucking place in the state. You're not welcome here, is basically what he's saying. You're not allowed to make your own choices for your own self, for your own fucking mental well-being. Fuck you, Ron DeSantis.
All
I
those,
hate this fucking guy.
All those people he put on a bus and took to Martha's Vineyard are going to be able to stay here under a visa now because they're considered victims of some crime.
But guess what? He doesn't give a fuck because they're out of Florida.
Yeah, that's
They
all
were
he
never
did.
in Florida. They were in Texas.
Oh, they were,
He didn't
weren't
have
they?
anything
Yeah,
to do with
he
that.
was my asshole that week because of that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that, I mean, at the same time, it's like asshole and hero at the same time. Because hero in the fact that it's so petty and funny to me that it like it's fucking awesome, but at the same time, it's just a horrible person. It's just a
is
horrible thing
such
to
a
do.
horrible person.
He's just
Did you see him try to interact with the people at that diner? Hey, hi. Is it like a robot?
he's not a real thing. He's a
not
lizard
a-
person.
Well,
He's
wasn't
air. He's
as
just
bad
air.
as what's his fuck running for president. Urgh! That fucking doctor.
You know what?
Dean, Howard Dean.
Howard Dean,
That was
yeah.
he didn't even
One
do
thing.
anything besides yell.
That was it. That
was-
was the only
They
thing
tried to
that
make him look
sunk
crazy, and people still think he's crazy. And like, all I did was get excited.
We're going to the
once.
White
His
House.
voice cracked because he'd
Urgh!
been speaking for weeks and weeks, and his voice cracked, and that
Oh
was
my
the
God,
end
he
of
was
his
a nut
race.
job.
So,
Fucking nuts.
fuck you this week to graduations. God damn, I had to do 2 of those this week, right? You know, and that's great. It's awesome. Yeah, Anton's graduated. Everybody's happy. And the before the pictures and the after hanging out with family, cool. But the actual graduations, who are these for?
Yeah, they're long.
Who are these for? And talk about Tale of Two Cities. So Anton went to a trade school. He went to Live Oaks, which is out in Claremont County. All right, and then he went to Anderson. We had the Live Oaks one first on Wednesday. Me and Carmen are worried about what we're going to wear. We get there. I swear to God.
You're in Henderson.
No. This is the
Hillbillies.
This is the Claremont County one.
Hillbillies.
Oh my God, hillbillies. The lady in front of me was vaping during the graduation. She just sitting there hitting her vape and trying to hide it and shit. Like, really? You can't not vape through your kid's fucking graduation?
They're all wearing jeans with holes in them.
All of them are jeans or just...
Brand new overalls.
Maybe... Yeah, it was so
Normal.
fucking funny. This awful cough was coming from everywhere. You couldn't get away from the tuberculosis. Yeah, like every single person there looked like they may own a snake. I'm not sure, like if you said, hey, he owns a python, you'd be like, yeah, of course he does.
And I guess
Scoot over for my python.
I guess that always makes me wonder why you're just so proud to be an East Sider. They're here among you. They're
we got
Those
hillbillies.
people aren't from the east side.
They're from the far
They're from
east side.
Claremont County.
That is not even part
But
of
you got to remember,
Cincinnati.
Live Oaks, what you're getting to is a trade school. So you're having the kids, all the mechanic kids are there, all the cosmetology. And that particular thing typically brings out the more trashy style.
Yeah.
So it's not just your normal everyday graduation. I'm sure West Claremont's not much better, but the Live Oaks is the... it's the cool ones. And so then we go to that, and it's just a load of fucking bullshit and just talking on and on about bullshit. Get done with it. Then we go to Anderson. Anderson's was classy as fuck. It was super nice. There wasn't hillbillies there. If they were, you didn't see them.
pyro. There were like confetti cannons.
There was confetti.
And shit.
It was cool. It was at Centos. But even then, it's so long and so bad. And then the superintendent goes up there talking about a cracked voice. I guess he did a thing earlier in Turpin, but he yells the whole time kind of, and his voice is cracking, and he's just rambling on and on about old-timey anecdotes.
It was at the Centos Center.
Yeah, and these kids do not give a fuck. They want to just get done with this shit.
My son was there.
Yeah, and then there's 350 people. Yours was even probably bigger because Colerain's huge, but 350, it took forever. They didn't do it in alphabetical order, so that fucking
Did
threw
they
us
tell
off.
you don't clap for your kid? Clap at the end?
No,
For
they
all
did
of them?
that. They did that at Live Oaks.
Yeah, they did that
In
here.
Anderson, they didn't. On observation, I need to go to a graduation in an all-black school because there was maybe 5 black kids altogether in Anderson. Maybe 10. I don't know. But either way, 90% of the time, all of them besides like Anton and maybe another one, as soon as their name was called, it was a fucking party.
Yeah.
Like their section just
eruption.
blowing up. This whole section stood up with all matching shirts and shit.
Well,
like,
they did my son's.
and I was just thinking, man, at an all-black school, that would probably be fun as fuck.
Did you get to do what I did? Sit in traffic for like an hour to get out of the fucking Centos Center?
Nah, in and out.
Oh, see, we weren't.
I
We
never
sat in
stayed
fucking
for any
traffic
of
forever.
mine.
In and out.
Now, Ethan graduated with like 600 kids. So,
Yeah, that's a lot bigger school.
But they told us, don't clap for your kid. It's like, what the fuck am I doing here? My kid's graduating. When you call his name, I'm going to fucking stand up and fucking yell for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh no, for sure.
So
And
he hears it.
Anton, though, graduated, or, he was called within the first 20 minutes. So then we had to just sit there forever about these kids we don't give a shit about. So I'm just looking at my phone.
Now, he got
so
a.
boring.
I didn't go to my high school graduation. I was not invited.
Well,
What?
no, you
I
got
didn't
your
graduate
GED
until
by
like
mail,
4
right?
days later.
Why?
I went and picked up my diploma from the high school
You didn't
office.
pay your school fees?
No, lots of things happen.
Poor.
There's that legal issue with the teacher.
I took English through the correspondence course. They lost one of my tests.
Oh, they
I was
all
like,
lost the
I
test.
was like, all the tests were A's. So
Dog
what
ate
the
it.
fuck is the problem? Like, give me my A and let's get out
Why'd
of
you
here.
do it through correspondence?
Because I missed like 60% of my senior year.
You were
I was
a
having a
ditcher?
panic attack,
You
so
were a
I stayed
ditcher?
home. So I barely got through there. And then my 2 college graduations, as soon as I walked off the podium or the stage or whatever,
Mhm.
me and my family got them left. It was one move. I was just
You need
out
2
the
fucking
door.
degrees to buy that awful shirt.
That's right.
You need 2 degrees to tell
This
people you're not
Amazon
covering.
drip
You're not
is brought
covering their
to you
accident.
by- Huh?
Yeah.
You need 2 degrees to say sorry. Your coverage does not include
I
that.
don't do that anymore.
Oh, now what do you do? Now how do you rip them off?
I look at pictures of cars and I write an estimate.
With
What?
Progressive, right?
With all your fucking
No.
auto experience?
Geico.
No,
What is it?
Nationwide.
don't fucking worry about it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Is that who you're with?
Is that what we're doing?
Liberty Mutual?
We're singing songs?
I don't know.
Either way, I don't think you need 2 degrees for that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you could probably get that gig with a GED. Just saying.
Yeah, well, I have $70,000 in student loan debt. What do you have?
Oh, that's pretty good.
That I don't have.
That's pretty good.
I don't have that.
Can
I
you
got-
beat that?
I got
No.
30 and no degrees.
OnlyFans
bad.
slash
I have
Whoopi.
I have
Vitamin H.
34,000 in kid student loan
Oh,
debt.
you know how you get
That
out of
sucks.
those?
Uh-uh.
Die.
I'm going to do just that.
There you
Fucking
go.
die, Chris. All right, see you guys.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off.